ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ndị ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt, kwetu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwe anyị bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ekoni ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara ebi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise.
All right. I greet you all this afternoon. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, the Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I greet you and I bring you good tidings. Very important what I want to share this afternoon, as you can already see the topic, the Igbo problem. The Igbo problem in Nigeria is becoming undeniable. It is now obvious. They can't hide it anymore. Last year, Omoyele Sowore told the Arise News and the Channels News on all those news rooms in news houses in Nigeria that there is an Igbo problem in Nigeria. On Arise News, the senior anchor on the Arise News channel, Ruben Abati, admitted that the civil war is not yet over. And with all the things going on right now, it is now obvious that the Igbo problem is existing and will remain there, and there is no man, no president that can change it. It is endemic in the system of Nigeria. Igbos are hated for reasons that are best known to them. Because when you come and talk about the most patriotic people in that zoological republic of animal kingdom, they are the Igbos. The most populated tribe in that zoological republic of Nigeria are the Igbos. Igbos are the most populated tribe. Talk about us in the states that they have apportioned to us. You know, there are few indigenes from outside that occupy our space. But if you go to every other places, for example, if you go to Lagos, if there are 20 million people in Lagos, give about 7 to 8 million to Igbos in Lagos alone. Or is it the North? In every state in the federation, they call Nigeria, Igbo people are the highest indigenes. Different from the original indigenous people of wherever they occupy. They are the highest number of, occupiers of wherever they live that is outside of their own domain, which is the southeast. So if you take the census of who is more in population among the tribes in Nigeria, you will come to the conclusion that the Igbo people are the most populated people in Nigeria. And yet, Nigeria is still having what they call the Igbo problem. And the question is, why? What have we done to these people to deserve the hate that they have on us? I am going to play a video A lot of people have analyzed it. This is the trending news right now. And then those that are coming to the reality of these things now, their eyes are opened. Those who are clear-minded, who would not just suddenly decide to cover up for Nigeria, they will tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Like this man called Saddam. I don't think that's his name. This is my brother here. His name is Emir Saddam. Emir Saddam. I always play his videos. He's a very clear-minded individual, and his analysis on this Igbo problem, I appreciate it, and I want to share it with my fellow Biafrans. Please join me as I bring this particular analysis from this brother to us, and then you will understand that if you do not open your eye inside this water where you are and allow soap to cover your eye, we are leaving you behind. Oh, no, we are leaving you behind. You will remain in that zoo, and they will chop you up like goody. They will eat you up like gala, and then you will know what you did to yourself. There's no way you can appease these people. They have resolved to hate us. They have resolved to hate us for reasons best known to them. So we are just going to leave them in their own country. No matter what anybody says, if Biafra doesn't leave Nigeria, we will as well become extinct in no distant time. Forget all these governors and all these people that are playing this card they are playing. If we allow them to deceive us, we will have ourselves to blame. So let us listen to this man, and then if there's anything to say, I will say, or other videos I will play to sum it up, I will do. Please, very important, you open your ears and listen. Very, very important. Open your ears and listen.
Over the past 72 hours, this news have been a trending topic on X, formerly known as Twitter, and as I always do, when I don't see a news making the headlines as I expect it to make, when I don't see it as a trending topic across other social media platforms, I just have to bring it to the front burner for Nigerians to see what is currently going on in their country. And for the next few minutes, please bear with me while we watch this video.
You know, Igbos are the most worthless tribe in Nigeria. Yeah, you heard it. Igbos are the most worthless tribe in Nigeria. Get angry all you like, but they are just all mouth and no depth, just mouth. Because if they are not, why should this be happening in Nigeria right now? Why should this be happening? You know how they told us that they removed history from the Nigerian curriculum because they didn't want sentiments, because of the war, the civil war. But history just got reintroduced to the Nigerian educational system. And guess what? Guess what they put inside here? See, before now, my son came and asked me, I said, Dad, I thought Igbos were the third biggest tribe in Nigeria. I said, yes. He said, how come there is no Igbo in their history book? I was shocked. I took their book and I looked at it. All the history of all the major tribes in Nigeria. We have the Hausa State, Kanuri Empire, Nupe, Igala, Yorubas, Bini Kingdom, Efik, Niger Delta, and Shekiri. No Igbo. For a tribe that has almost 5 to 6 states in Nigeria, no Igbo whatsoever. The painful part of it is that, you see this Efik here? No, I bet, Efik people want to know vessel. But see this Efik here? Then put them on purpose. It was put here on purpose to let the Igbos know that we know what we are doing and we are worthless. I don't want to talk about the people that wrote the book, but this is the junior secondary school revised. This is the junior secondary school revised standard edition, JS1. The funny part is that our biggest flex as Igbos is just 2 things: to build houses and paint them white so we can show them every December on Twitter, on social media, and of course name our children Jewish names. That's the only thing that we know how to do best right now. Because if this is happening, like, we have been erased from our history.
All right.
Rubbish.
Where do I even start from? I'm just gonna have to break this down, and honestly speaking, this is gonna be very, very brutal. He said something, he doesn't want to talk about the names. I will talk about the names. I will talk about the authors, because in such instances like this, it is very, very important you shame and name drop these people. If you don't shame and name drop these people, then you're giving rooms for future stuff like this to happen in the country. Let me just quickly name the authors. The authors are O.M. Isekure, O.O. Olajide, and T.E. Taiwo. These are the 3 authors of the book, The Living History for Junior Secondary School. So they start indoctrinating our children from young, from when they're like 10, their formative age, 10 to 13 years. Let them start reading this fake history. This is the same propaganda they used in the Igbo coup of 1966. I want you guys to understand, this is a trend. History keeps repeating itself. If you fail to learn from history, you're bound to make the same mistake that happened in the past. This is exactly the same playbook. The difference is that we have social media that we can counter such narratives. When you bring this narrative out, there are people that are willing to bust the line. And many people might look at it is actually an intentional act. I want to repeat this. It's actually an intentional act. If you have been following my series for a couple of months right now, you would have seen how much I've talked about Bola Ahmed Tinubu's state institutionalization of bigotry and tribalism. I've always insisted, I've always said that every bigotry, every tribalism you see on the social space was intentionally hatched by this government because they understand one key thing: keep Nigerians divided, keep them fighting against themselves. They can never unite along common grounds. Nigerians will always stay divided and fighting for their tribe and region. But let's look at this holistically and ask ourselves, who is the current Minister of Education in Nigeria, if you may ask? Dr. Tunji Alausa. Who are the people that are in charge of making sure that this kind of books pass through the curriculum of Nigerian students? In a country whereby history was erased and you're reintroducing history back to our primary curriculums for our children, you now omit a very sensitive topic, because they know actually that this topic, there's no how you do this and you expect that it will not come out to the limelight. There is no how. There is no how this stuff now they had done. They didn't know that people will find out and people will talk about it. But let's still do it. That just shows the kind of people that we're dealing with in our country. The kind of people that we have allowed to take the center stage of our country. And this goes down to the Igbo leaders, especially all those hobnobbing right now with APC. In my last few videos that I made, I kept saying that the political southeastern people should understand that their greatest rivals are the political elite from the southwest. I kept saying this. It's not as if I'm pitching these two people against each other, but it is just the truth. Left for these guys, the southeast will be relegated, because when it comes to the so-called equation of division of power in Nigeria, it is always going to be along the lines of the northern and the southern protectorate, according to how it was created by Lord Lugard. Southern protectorate, northern protectorate, and so therefore if power is moving along these equators from the north to the south. And so forever that the power must be coming to the south, the southwestern elite class will always position themselves to take that power. They are not here for you. This is just one more example. Where are the southeastern leaders? Where are our governors? Where are our senators? Where are our House of Rep members? Where are the elite class of the southeastern people? And that's why I'm bringing it to the attention of the world, because you people should go and start dragging them. Because I know how many of them enter my DM over the last video I made. So you people should please go and start dragging them. These are intentional issues that this government has created to make sure that the southeast is relegated. That we're speaking today in Nigeria today. I dare say if a true census is conducted in Nigeria today, the southeast will be the most populous set of people. Igbos are the most populous people in Nigeria.
I said it.
Because in every state you go to in Nigeria, let me repeat this, in every state you go to in Nigeria, after the indigenous people of that state, the second most populated people in that state are probably the Igbos. In every state in Nigeria. And those people today cannot produce a Senate president, cannot produce a president, cannot produce a vice president, cannot produce a House of Rep speaker. What they relegate is this clown that is jumping up and down and calling himself deputy speaker or what. It's what they can produce that's making noise. How weak the political elites of the South are today. Well, this is just me bringing this to the attention of the public to understand this is one more of Tinubu's game plan in institutionalizing bigotry and tribalism into the affairs and trying to wipe out the history of one of the founding foundations of this country, while the elite class are all hobnobbing, trying to find themselves into what they call city boys. There you have it.
City boys hobnobbing to find themselves into city boys, where they are trying to push Obi Kubana into. You understand? I told you before, we are the most populated people in that space. This Igbo problem, You see the people pushing it and making sure they relegate you, they exterminate you. It is not even Hausa, it is Yoruba. Yoruba, you see it? And this Yoruba Tinubu is the one our people are. Oh my God. Thank God our men are waking up now. And the needful, it need to be done. The needful need to be done. Listen to this. Which other one will I play? Okay, let me first of all play this one. No, let me play this young man. No, let me play this our sister's own. It's more important for me. And then I will play the other one.
That Igbo history was, when I saw our people lamenting that Igbo history was excluded from a Nigeria history book, I did not feel outraged. I felt something closer to clarity, even relief, because omission is also a language, and this one spoke loudly. You don't erase what is weak. You don't exclude what has no weight. You only silence what refuses to disappear. We, Ndi Igbo, are not a footnote tribe begging for space in another people's story. We are a nation, a complete people with memory, intellect, structure, resistance, and continuity. And those who corrected that book knows this truth, even if they fear to admit it openly. Nigeria has always struggled with one problem, and that is how to contain the Igbo mind. Not how to include it,
They want to
how to
contain us.
contain it.
They're looking for how to contain us. Not to
Because
include us.
our history does not sit comfortably inside a manufactured narrative.
Are you listening?
It disrupts it. We are the architects of narration itself. From pre-colonial governors to post-war intellectual survivor, Igbo people documented, analyzed, rebuilt, and taught themselves, even when the state tried to erase them. Our ancestors did not wait for approval before writing. They wrote because knowledge was survival. Our libraries did not begin with government approval. Our thinkers did not emerge from a state patronage. Our books did not depend on national validation. From philosophy to literature, from trade systems to communal governance, Igbo history has always existed independently of Nigeria's permission. So when a Nigeria history book excludes Igbo history, what is it really saying? It is admitting this uncomfortable truth. Igbo history is too complete to be distorted, too documented to be rewritten cheaply, too alive to be reduced to propaganda. That book is not a record of history. It is a political document. And political document fears autonomous narrative. Let us also be honest with ourselves. If people on the verge of reclaiming their nationhood do not need validation from a collapsing structure, you don't ask a burning
I love that. I want her to repeat it. I want you to repeat it. If people at the verge of reclaiming their nationhood, we don't need validation from that nonsensical book or whatever. Oh my God. You see how intelligent our people are listening to her again.
fierce autonomous narrative. Let us also be honest with ourselves. If people on the verge of reclaiming their nationhood do not need validation from a collapsing structure, you don't ask a burning house to recognize the land you are standing on. Our heroes are not lost.
Hey,
Our stories are not missing.
hey.
Our memory is not dependent on a state syllabi. They live in books written by Igbo hands. They live in oral histories passed with precision. They live online, in archives, in diaspora shelves, and most importantly, in our consciousness. Erasure is not always an insult. Sometimes it is a confession of fear. And this one confesses clearly. They know who we are. They know where we are headed. And they know that some histories cannot be owned, only excluded. We do not need to fight for a space in their book.
We do not need to fight for a space in their book. Oh my God, who knows this girl? Make I dash her money. Make I give her money. Make she they do video, they go. Jesus.
Fully
Repeat it.
excluded. We do not need to fight for a space in their book. We are already writing our own.
We do not need to fight for a space in their book. We are already writing our own book. Only this line will take me 2 hours of analysis. Only this line. We do not need to fight for a space in their book because we are writing our own book. Now let's listen to this other one and then I will call it a close. Thank you, Mania Tech. I saw what you wrote. Yes. People of like minds, we need to come together. This is the time. Oh, God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Mazi Simon Ekpa. All you saboteurs, God punish all of you. Biafrans, forget about all this fight and all this. The sabos that are fighting our leaders, that are destroying us, we need to just delete them from our subconscious. Come together and bring an end to our relationship with this zoological topic of animal kingdom. I want to bring you another one very, very quickly. Very quickly. This one I will end it with because there are so many things I needed to play, but there's no time. Always no time. Always no time. But this one might interest you also. Just listen to this one.
Do about it.
This one might interest you also. It is just 3 minutes. I will close with this.
Northern Muslim insists that whether Yoruba like it or not, that they must bring Sharia law to Yoruba land and there is nothing Yoruba can do about it. Just the way they are imposing Arewa on Middle Belt. Just the way they insist that we must be one Nigeria, whether Igbo like it or not. So they said whether Yoruba like it or not, Sharia law, they must bring and come Yoruba land. Even recently, Adebayo Shitu, that resides in Oyo, invited Gumi. They have close meeting, which people did not really understand what they discuss. And after that meeting, Shitu insists that if Oyo people make him as governor, say they go bring Sharia law to Oyo state and nothing go happen. Those of you wey no know, Shitu no wan bring Sharia law because of say in like Sharia law. In just wan bring Sharia law, or they convince Gumi say if him fit give him governor for Oyo state, say him go bring Sharia law because he know say the only way wey they go fit give am governor for Oyo state na when him promise the northerners something, say if you make me this, I go do this for una. So definitely, to my own observation, that is why Shitu invite Gumi to Oyo state where they get close meeting. And make una watch out. As long as say Shitu don promise say if they make am governor for Oyo state, he go bring Sharia law, una go see say the next governor of Oyo go be Shitu. As long as you are ready to do what the northerners want, they go make you governor anywhere in Nigeria and nothing go happen. You know the funniest part of it? Nothing go happen if they bring Sharia law to Yoruba land. You know why? Because individual Nigerians, we are not ready to take back our country. The northern elite, especially the Muslim ones, that they do whatsoever they like with our life. And as long as say we're not ready to resist them, they will continue to do more. The only place when Muslim know they get mouth now, only people where they feel resist them. Or anybody where they jelenge from this Islamic.
The only place where they know they get mouth now, where then they resist them. That's why in Biafra land, they no get mouth. We they resist them. That's why we they resist all those foolish governors they send to us. Like Soludo, they no get mouth. Do you understand? Repeat it again and I'll allow you to finish.
They do whatsoever they like with our life. And as long as say we're not ready to resist them, they will continue to do more. The only place when Muslim know they get mouth now, only people where they feel resist them. Or anybody where they jelenge from this Islamic people, especially those northern one, they go use you do jelenge. Or if you can stand up against them, you go see say they no go misbehave again. But everything they are imposing on us, whether we like it or not, it will come to pass as long as say we're not ready to take back our freedom by fire by force. I tell people, freedom don't come free. Freedom come by fighting. The word free is not free in that freedom. The full meaning of freedom is free doom. You are free to doom. That is the meaning. So if you want to set yourself free away from all this oppression, you need to stand up and fight against your enemy. And who are your enemy? Your enemy are the people that did not want you to go far in life. The people that did not want you to see the next day if you don't practice their religion. The people that want to impose their own ideology on top you by fire, by force. So the best option for Nigerians, let every region start agitating for division. Now, no, if you agitate for separation of Nigerians, let's just agitate, make a split northern part of Nigeria from the rest of us. May they live their life. Anyway, share your thoughts on the comment section responsibly, and for those that love to cry responsibly on the comment section. Thank you.
Thank you. I have to leave it here because of time. We'll come back in the evening by the grace of God and do more. I heard that Very Dark Man responded to Obi Kubana. We will hear what they said. Day one. I will be back this